Oh, we're talking dew points, bitches.
There's no dew.
I don't know where the grass was sitting with the sun.
I like when Jansen just goes, the dome was closed.
The dome was closed.
Was this real?
Oh, yeah, 9 to 9:15 today. We're not making excuses, but here's 15 minutes of them.
We don't know which way the grass was facing.
Including Greg. Hey, can we get Greg's Sunday night drop since we're all excited for Lions football? How about Greg coming on and going, guys, let me tell you something. People were slipping on that field 6 years ago in the Clemson OSU game. I went back and watched the highlights, you see? Meh.
I mean, they realized that field gets pulled out of the stadium.
The dew point. There is no dew point in Phoenix.
Right, there's no dew point. There's no rain.
How dare them? How dare they do this?
Hey, David, the field goes out during the week.
Oh, but Gov worried about where it was sitting versus the sun.
In the perpendicular
as a
outer
person,
orbit spatial direction pull.
as a person who's been to that city often, there is no shade. It's all in the sun.
Right.
By the way, did TCU play on a different field?
It's like 2017 in the rain.
No,
Only on
no,
one side.
David, let me help you with something. That was the equivalent of if Kenny turned to you and goes, David, I don't hate black people, but the next 15 minutes.
How did this get turned on me so quickly? It happened immediately.
Hey, Bill, you just keep scouring the wire and see if anybody claimed Verana. Now, listen, that's not where we're going to start the show, but I did that for you. I thought you would enjoy that.
That was real.
And if you want to support the morning show, you can use Odyssey.com Rewind. 9 a.m. sharp. They gave you 15 minutes.
Roberto. Okay, Roberto.
Dew points.
How much of this did you manipulate, and how much of this was legitimate?
I would consider it to be all legit.
I gotta go back and listen.
Go.
Play it again.
You can.
You
Because
making this up. You are making this up.
At the end of it. And you know what? I'm all for supporting people on our team. So I may not totally enjoy a lot of the things certain people do, but I can tell you, you can use Odyssey.com Rewind. Go listen to it.
Grass slippage.
At the
dew
end of
points.
it, they were like, and I mean, come on. You can't blame the field for the loss. That's all I had to listen to for 15 minutes.
This is
Jason Avant said to me he slipped on that field back in his 10 minutes in the league.
This is 2017. The rain. Remember, it only rained on half the field, and
It was
the other
so
half,
good.
MSU was just dry as a bone.
It was so good. It was.
Well, they were slipping around at Dew Point in Phoenix. Dew Point.
And there was mention that they might have needed deeper cleats, like.
Dew Point. In a city where the sun shines for 300 days a year. The Dew Point. It doesn't. Wow. Okay.
I did that for you.
You know what?
I just wanted you to, and I encourage you and the rest of our listeners to Odyssey.com Rewind to 9 a.m. sharp. You can get the whole Zapruder film breakdown from the morning crew.
Yeah, well, that was.
And it was hilarious because, like, towards the end, Stoney pipes in. He's like, I don't want to hear any excuses. Stoney, you were asleep the last 12 minutes listening to them. Now, if I may.
Filter.
Okay.
So what was? Did TCU call timeout and go to the parking lot and play and call their plays?
Didn't see them moving the field in and out as the game was going on. Michigan has one. TCU has the other.
Right, all of a sudden the field just flips around.
If you had Dew Point on your Michigan excuse bingo card, congratulations. B17,
Okay.
you win.
That may have topped Crown Field of Oregon. Dew Point in Phoenix may have topped Crown
Listen.
Field in Oregon.
You should take a segment today and Odyssey.com Rewind. Support the guys. I don't want you to think that was made up. Now, they occasionally said, I mean, come on. I mean, you can't use these as excuses, except you continue to.
Oh, my God.
Once again, it's Kenny telling David, I have no grievances with black people, and then going on to list them. You can't do that. Not that Kenny would. Kenny loves all people.
Well,
Okay. So, guys, come on now. I have something I do want to get to.
You know what, Mike? Congratulations. Thank you.
I wanted to do that for you because I thought that was the most on brand. Not only is John the voice of Michigan. Well, he's not the voice, but he's the
You made
co-host.
up for all the slander of the pre-show, so we're good now.
We're good.
We're good now.
Redemption. So let me get to this. And David, I'm going to need a few minutes, so I'll just tell you right now we're going overtime, okay? I'm going to get this out of the way because I'm sick and damn tired of it. Every day that goes on, it's another Harbaugh nonsense thing. And today may take the cake. Now, I said to you guys, unless news breaks, we're not going to talk about it. Unless Jim Harbaugh talks, we're not going to talk about it. Well, shout out to a phrase we used to use on this show about a decade ago. Tatting it up, everybody. We're talking about talk because Jim Harbaugh spoke. Now, he didn't release a statement putting to bed the NFL nonsense in official Go Blue letterhead sponsored by Milk.
Not going anywhere.
No, didn't do it. Didn't do it. Went on some Charlotte radio show no one's ever heard of and said the following, quote, although no one knows the future, I think I'll be coaching at Michigan next year. I think Kenny's going to take a dump later today. I don't know, but I think the weather here sucks. Like, Jim, see, you know what this is, people? And I know some of you are going to get bent out of shape because you know what I'm about to tell you is true. Your coach is an attention whore. Your coach just needs to be loved. He needs his ass kissed. He's searching for something in all of this because it's his personality. This is who he is. When you do it once, it's to get paid. Yeah. When you do it twice, well, now we're questionable. You do it 3 years in a row, a year after saying, I promise you I won't do it. It's who you are.
Yeah. Followed by every media member, don't believe any rumor that you hear of Jim Harbaugh leaving, except he's the one starting the rumors.
And, by the way, he's the one talking to David Tepper directly. See, guys, I've said it, he should stay. He's got a good thing going. He'll never get fired here. Hell, we know he's got law enforcement in his pocket. He can play guys on gun charges. He can take kids to the museum if they tweet things that are terrible.
Hey, he was just joyriding with his gun.
You can openly impugn the character of kids you don't know. You can do whatever you like. Oh, we can't use the portal. We're too smart for that. Cutscene. Man, you guys are portal hounds. You guys are out there crushing the portal, and good for you, you should. But my point is, he's the one who's opened this up. He could have put it to bed after the Denver thing. He didn't. He could have put it to bed after yesterday when it was uncovered. He talked to David Tepper about the job. All he had to do was go out through Michigan and go, full stop. This is home. This is where I'm retiring. I am happy here. End. All this speculation needs to stop. But see, he didn't do that. Well, no one knows the future. I think I'll be at Michigan next year. You know what that is? That's Nick Saban saying, I didn't interview for the Giants job in New York. Nope, you did it in Hoboken, which is in New Jersey. Like, this is, guys, I'll just be up front with him. He can do whatever he wants to do, but just do it already. Like, this is nonsense on the heels of a wonderful season. Again. Mm-hmm. And this is where your lack of a real athletic director, instead you have a very expensive caddy or valet. I mean, basically your AD is like Stanford Steve to Scott Van Pelt. It's basically Harbaugh's assistant in Ward Manual. There's no accountability. You paid this guy. You made it right. He makes $10 million now. He has 8.5 plus the incentives, right?
Right.
What are we doing? Jim, you're going to squeeze us again? You just said I'm not going to do this stuff. And you're right back to doing it. And then why are you on a Charlotte sports radio show?
Well, he can't do it here.
Whoa, why? Doug and John are the voices of Michigan football. What better outlet than to go with people you know and have a relationship with and go, fellas, I'd like to put this to bed on your radio show.
Oh, they would have to travel to Ann Arbor to do the radio show.
Hell, call Brad up. He's giving him pants and clothing in the office. Call Galley up. Do the interview.
Wojo's got an office.
Wojo's got an office down there at the old hall. I'll be honest with you. If I'm sick of this as a radio host, I got to imagine Michigan fans are just like, you know what?
I don't
It's
think they care.
Fugazi, it's Fugazi, it's a weasel, it's a wazzle.
See, I don't think Michigan fans care because it's one of those that in the end, he's going to be right back running out the tunnel with the team. Whatever you want to do. Just keep winning us titles and we'll put up with your nonsense. That's what happens. That's the price you pay. It's that scale, Mike. You win the Big Ten, you beat Ohio State,
Okay.
and I don't really care what you do in the offseason. I don't care what you say. I don't care
That's
what our
fine.
players do.
But it's hurting you, and you've said why. It's hurting you because you're not getting the players you used to get. It's hurting you because the talent gap is still there, and it's going to catch up with you the same way it caught up to Michigan State. It's fun when you have a run. It's fun when you're amongst the big dogs and you're overachieving. That's what Michigan's doing. The reality is when you line up against teams that have 15 five-star guys and you have 2, you're going to lose.
Right.
And that's reality. And look, this time you lost to essentially your equal, another overachiever. This was your year. Like, it's hurting you because I don't know that you can get the big-time players because you can't. Everyone sees what's happening. It's 3 straight years. This is like Perlis.
Well, I mean, but it is. You know, it's an excellent point. But no,
Hello.
it is. He,
Sorry.
but he even had to go and talk to one of his recruits to tell him because the guy's recruit was like, "Hey, what are you leaving? No, I'm here, son. I'm going to be here for you."
Then say it.
He told the recruit that, but
No.
now
Why are
it's-
you on a Charlotte sports radio show doing
Because
what you're
Mike,
doing?
he's looking. He's
Because he
searching
loves the
around.
attention. He loves it.
I
He
think-
loves being courted.
No.
He loves being idolized.
I don't think that. I think he wants out of Ann Arbor, and please don't take that as he hates Michigan. Once again, he's never stayed at a job this long. Some people just have a transient nature. They can't sit still. This is way too long for him.